Okay, hi Sky. These are my two bad little birds here in there. That rainbowy colored one is Freddy, and the other one at the bottom is Bonsai. Now you see that behavior in Freddy right now? He's all kind of puffy. That's him being super aggressive. So whenever you see a bird like that, do not touch him unless you want to get bit. Now, I don't mind getting bit because that's just what they do. So, you see, they're very pair bonded, so that's what they do to each other. So, hey, see, and he's biting, and it hurts a lot, I'm not gonna lie. Son of a gun. I just don't react to it the way most people do, because I'm trying to get him out of the cage. The only way to get them out of the cage is to kind of wrangle them and get past the biting. But they hurt, okay? They really do. They hurt. The bites on my hand, there's blood. They hurt. So I didn't hurt him. And that's the other thing. You can't hurt them even if they're hurting you. So most of the time, a bird who's not used to being handled will still bite the bejesus out of you. He's okay once he's out of the cage, so he's not going to do that anymore. But that's also a form of cage dominance. When they're in the cage and they do that, see how calm he is now? He's not fighting like he was. That's just because he's no longer in his safe space. So here's where he's getting kind of nervous. He might take off, he might fly away because he's trying to get back. So I hold his feet. Now, he knows he's used to this and I don't let him fly off, but they can easily twist their legs and stuff. So be careful when you're doing that. Just, you know, start doing that kind of early on. I do this as a safety measure so he doesn't take off, but he knows. But there you go. These guys are pretty flighty. Most small birds are, so if they take off on you, that's also why I keep his wings clipped. If you notice, his wings are short. And see how squirrely he is? But, you know, if I have him out for a little bit, I can handle him. And he's not biting me too bad or anything like that, but if you look, that's some bruising underneath the skin, and that hurts. So little birds bite hard. You bite hard. So sometimes, you know, if I want him to kind of calm down, I'll hold him like that, you know, but no hitting him and no flying him across the room. Your natural reaction is to just take the bird and fling him because it hurts. But don't ever do that. You can kill him or you can hurt him really bad. So one thing about birds, you kind of got to be a masochist to be friends with them. Sorry, no getting around that. But he's all right, you know. So this is Freddy. Yep. Now, Freddy's a little bit more squirrely. He doesn't want to be handled too much, but I always keep him on my hand. You see how he is right now? I'm going to turn my back to the cage so he doesn't see his friend there, because all he's going to try to do is get back in. That's him being excited, his little head bobbing thing. Yeah, that's not cute, that's excitement. So this is where I keep my birds at all times. So never on my shoulder, no shoulders. Because otherwise, if he was on my shoulder, I'd never be able to get him off. He'd run around to the back of my back and my neck, and you know, if he decides to take off, he's pretty much uncontrollable at that point. This body language right here, he's getting ready to take off. He's nervous, so, you know. But that's just him being used to being in the cage with his friend and not me. So all birds get kind of squirrely if you don't handle them, so always make sure you handle them all the time. I take them out at least once a week and make sure they're all handleable. Little exercises you can do is make sure that he's going to step up. Some birds that are a little bit more aggressive will bite your finger before they get up, but once you see him on me right now, he's not doing what he was before. But yeah, up. So, okay, all right, you're nervous, I know. Now Bonsai, Bonsai's another one. Ow, ow. He's biting me all the way. So yeah, they bite. Here's Bonsai. And again, I'm going to turn my back to the cage so he doesn't see his friend. He doesn't try to get away from me. But again, he's pretty handleable once he gets out. Now, I worked with him a little bit before this, so he was really just chewing the heck out of my hands before I got him out. So this is him kind of being good because he knows I'm not going to give up and walk away from him. That's the other thing with the birds. Once they bite, a lot of people tend to just leave them alone or get upset with them, and that's the wrong thing to do. You have to keep working with them no matter what they do. And that's the masochistic part of being